Sorry it's been a quick minute. I actually got a head cold last week and it wiped me out for the whole week. Like I was unfunctional. So I'm glad to be finally feeling better, and I hope I'm done with all these winter colds because it sucked. But today is kind of my bigger planting day. Like I can finally plant some more stuff. My stock is doing so cute. It's little babies, and my ranunculus is doing well, and I got onions sprouted and coming up, and my peony plants are growing. So I've been very excited about that, and now I need to fill up those shelves with some stuff. So today I kind of got out my boxes that I need. I organized my seeds this way, and I'll do a closer video of this. Love it. It fulfills my organized OCD nature of seeds, and I can actually figure out where everything is. And this is how I organize my seeds. I think it was Whisper Willow Farms. I might have to double check that. I'll tag them down below, but she had done this. She had one of these boxes, and so last year I found one, and I actually expanded to my second one. We'll see how many of these I end up getting. But I love organizing it this way. And so this is all my flowers in here, and I have them all labeled so I can find them pretty easily. So right now, since what I'm planning to plant is most of my Snapdragons, they're all in here. And I know I have like some common sage, which is going to be in more of my fillers. That's kind of just the ones that are a little like don't quite fit what I have and are more filler flowers for me. So that's how I organize my seeds, and so far it's been working really good for me. I just designed this in Illustrator, and I printed it on vinyl, and the names too. I don't know if anybody's interested. I might be able to sell that cut file to you guys, so you could do it too if you want. So today I actually, on my spreadsheet, I'll show you how I organize all my seeds too, how I keep track of what I need to plant when. So this is how I organize myself on what I need to plant, how many I need to plant, and what I'm planting. So I have this handy dandy Google Sheets that I've made that tells me, like this one, this is all the stuff I need to get planting right now, and I had made a list of how many I needed of everything, how many I could fit in my garden, which is where, let's see, this document came in. So that's a layout of my garden boxes and how many I can fit and stuff, how big of boxes. So on a cold winter night, laying by the fireplace, I actually really enjoy this. So I'm getting more streamlined. Eventually it'll all be in my Google Sheets, but for right now, like, it's fine. It's working how I'm doing it. So today I have all this to plant, and I'm excited. Yeah, so today I need to plant my sage. I got that out. So my common sage, my Clarkia, a filler. These are both fillers, and I'm gonna plant my phlox. Never done this before. Well, I've not done any of these, but this one, I have no idea what I'm doing. We'll see how it goes. But it says it doesn't, this pack actually, this is from Eden Brothers, and I don't love the package because Johnny's just spoils you. They have so many details on the back on, like, they have the germination test done, they have how many days it takes to germinate, how many days to harvest, the height. These ones, it's like just a description and not like a lot of information. So not sure, but I'm gonna sow these because I've seen others that are similar in zone to me or area starting their phlox. So hopefully I'm not starting it too soon. We'll see. So I'm doing that, and then I have all of my Snapdragons, which I'm so excited to plant. So my Madam Butterflies, my lavender, rocket mix, apple blossom, and pink. Also, I'm planting my favorite thing ever, which is Bells of Ireland today. And I'm gonna try a couple different germination ways to germinate it and see how it goes. So last year I had really, like, I just threw it in the thing like I did the onions, just threw it down and they grew and it was great. This time I'm going to actually sow into separate cells instead of one cell. They say they don't like their roots transferred. So we're going to try, we're going to, what's the word? We're going to experiment with this year and see if we can get more, because I did kind of, once I transplanted them out, I was like, oh no, I killed them, and I did kill a few. But I don't know if that was just because of me hardening them off, or if they really were like, oh, I had a really hard time with their roots being disturbed. So this is the one, because I love bells of Ireland. They are just such a fun, beautiful flower to me. I'm also going to plant up some of my tomatoes today. I did not have great luck with my tomatoes last year. Like, I got a disease on them before I even took them out of the house, and so I'm hoping this year's better. I don't have I'm not putting like a lot of hope in it. I'm still, if it doesn't work, I'll just buy some from the nursery, because there's a local nursery that actually sells a couple of varieties that I really enjoy. But hopefully this works, because I would love to be able to do it from seed. And I'm also planting up my pansies now. I did some in a winter sowing method. So I use my cheaper seeds that I've bought in like Lowe's or Walmart, or kind of like local, that are just, they're cheaper seeds, smaller packet, in those winter sowing things, just because it's my first year doing it and I don't want to waste my good seed. I want to do what I know works with this seed that I spent more money on, and we're just trying out the winter sowing to see, and if it works, then next year I'll be more confident in using other seeds. But that's the plan. Anyways, so most of I have a list of how many my garden can actually hold, because it can't hold that many seeds. I would love for it to hold that many, but it doesn't. So I actually am only going to plant, it's over here, 80 Snapdragons. So I bought these last year from Gardener Supply, and I stinking love them. I bought 3 more this year. They're this, I think it's 24 cells. 24 cells, and it's the self-watering tray, but they are super thick, super nice plastic, like super durable. They're going to last me a long time, and it's worth the investment for me. They were actually popped, like I was able to pop the seedlings out of them easier, and I was just super impressed by them. Whereas I had bought kind of more just trays for my 1080s, 1020s for my trays, and they just like would break apart. Like, they're meant to be. They're kind of the cheaper like stuff that you would find in the nursery, and I feel like it's more wasteful going that route, and I'd rather just do something that I can reuse over and over, and I was really impressed by these. So they were a bit of an investment for me, but an investment that's going to last me a long time because of the quality of them. So I'm going to be planting most of my Snapdragons in these trays, and then the tomato plants, I'm actually going to start in these little baby ones. These I just bought off of Amazon, and they're like decent. They were actually pretty nice. I actually don't mind transplanting stuff up. It's kind of enjoyable to me, and it's just easier for me to make sure they're all going to germinate before I move them to a more bigger space. So I actually really liked these trays last year, so I'm going to do the rest of them in these, and we're going to go for it.
Okay, so I just have Jiffy seed starting mix, and I just dump water in it and then pretty much knead it like a dough until it is to the consistency of where I can squeeze it really hard and not have any water come out of it. So I just know that it's all moist. And it's kind of like a guessing game, honestly. Sometimes I have to add more dirt, sometimes more water. But I found I don't have to water the seedlings at all until usually quite a bit after they germinate, like a few days after they've germinated already. It stays pretty moist. Yep, just mixing and squeezing. But where you can form it and grip it really hard and it still keeps its shape a little bit is the perfect consistency for it. And then I just fill my tray. And I like to push it down pretty hard. I like to start in the middle. This is where I always think that I have high hopes that I'm not going to make that big of a mess. It'll be fine. It's not going to get everywhere. Yeah, see, look how clean it is. It's really clean. And then it slowly gets out of control. Just like playing in the dirt always does. So I try to fill in all of the cells, and then I will start to push and make sure that there's no like air pockets. I don't want the soil compacted at all, really, but I just want it to be so there's no big air pockets, so that the seeds have plenty of root space and dirt there. And yep, just tap, tap, tap as I go and play in the dirt. It's actually super relaxing. I don't know, it's my thing. I like it a lot. The edge ones are so hard to fill. I feel like that's where I always just make a mess. Someday I'll have like a actual like potting tray thing, but it's fine. I just clean up the dirt. It's amazing how much dirt it takes to fill the cells sometimes. But I just tap it and clean it off the best I can. These littler ones are actually deeper than my other ones, so they're actually a little bit harder to fill. But at this point, I've just given up on the mess too. Like, it's fine. Just make a mess everywhere. It's fine. Just get the dirt in the cells and push them down, and you're good to go to plant the seedlings. I'll take a little break and wash my hands usually and kind of try to clean up before I get the seeds out, because I've lost seeds in the dirt on the side before. So I usually will make sure and clean up after I get all of my trays filled. I like how I flicked dirt everywhere right there. That was great. And oh yeah, wash your hands, then write your tags before you play in the dirt again. All of these are my Snapdragons. I have Potomac Lavender. Potomac? I'm not sure I said that right. Bridal Pink, I'm pretty sure that's what that's called. And then Apple Blossom. I have Madam Butterfly Mix. And Rocket Mix, I'm pretty sure. Yep. I have Madam Butterfly Ivory too. That was the first one I did. And then Snapdragon Seeds are the tiniest things ever. So make sure your bowl's clean before you put them in there. Otherwise you're going to get it mixed up. But they're tiny, tiny, tiny. And cute. So I like to do I call it the squish and flick technique. So I pretty much just, my hand, I don't even moisten it. Usually it's just got enough moisture on it. And I just squish them a little bit and they stick to my finger, and then I kind of just flick them off into the dirt. And I try to do at least 2 per cell. Like if I get 3, it's fine. I at least try for 2 and try to make them in opposite corners a little bit. So if they do grow, they got plenty of space, and just try to relax while you do this tedious little thing. It's not too bad. It goes pretty quick, I feel like, as far as planting seeds. And Snapdragon seeds need light to germinate, so you just want them on the very top of the surface. You don't want to cover them. Make sure to label. I've messed that up before, not labeled. And then I like to try to dump all my seeds back in the packet and not spill everywhere. It's great. It's a nice challenge. And pretty much you open the next packet and repeat the process until you have all of the beautiful little seeds planted. This one, I was like, are there seeds in here? Because when I swear it was like 100 or so, but there's nothing hardly. On top of my Snapdragons, I like to put vermiculite, so that just kind of holds the moisture and it also holds the seeds down a little bit better. So I'll do the little crippled shake thing here where you just barely get it out of your hand all over the whole tray. Get it done so that it's all covered, and hopefully it works. And then I do the get it off my fingers, wave goodbye. Yep. And then I cover with dome and move it to the thing because I'm worried about losing all the seeds in the walkover. But now sage, these seeds are like huge compared to Snapdragons. They're perfect. So I got a little tool when I ordered those trays, and it just has like a little pointy end, and I love it. It is the perfect thing for planting seeds. So I just put them in, and then I just poke them down with that. So these seeds are supposed to be 1/4 inch down. So same with phlox and same with tomato. They're all the same, about 1/4 inch down. So I just dump the seeds in my little bowl, and if I can grab them, I'll grab them. If not, I'll kind of like just do the squish and flick thing and get all the trays filled. And I try 2 to 3 per tray. And then I use my little poker jabber thingy and poke them down in the soil and try to get like a little bit of coverage on it. And then put the dome on it and it's good to go. Yep, poke. It's a pretty cool tool. I don't think I've ever used the opposite side, but I definitely have used the poker side quite a bit now. So nice little free tool you get if you order that little set. Yep. Okay, so I have everything planted up, and I'm just going to, all of my Snapdragons, it's been a long day. All of my Snapdragons, I'm not putting on a heat mat. I'm gonna just let them germinate with just the light, because I feel like with the heat mat it gets too hot for them. So we're gonna try that. And then the only things I'm gonna put on the heat mat today are my tomatoes, and I think my sage I'm gonna try to do on the heat mat to germinate. But everything else is kind of more like a cooler tolerant flower, I feel like my Clarkia and my other dwarf stock. Like my other stock, I didn't use the heat mat, it did fine. So that's what we're gonna do, and we'll see how they come up. I'll take you along for the journey. But thanks for watching, guys.